Hey, happy Friday, everybody. This is Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Borick. Well, the Flyers did it. They made it 5 straight wins. They outshot the Sabres 27-20. They out faced off them. They got more faceoffs with 55%. Both teams were offers on the power play, and the Flyers had 2 less penalty minutes, but both teams were pretty disciplined again. And the Sabres had one more hit. It was 31-30. We had significantly more blocks at 20-12, and giveaways was 9-8, and we had 2 more takeaways. The Flyers played a pretty solid game throughout the whole game. Our defense played very well. Now, the players themselves said that we didn't play our best game, and I can see why they said that. They probably said it, and Sanheim and Voracek said they said it because of what I always talk about, capitalizing on the chances you get. And we had a good amount of scoring chances, yet we only got 2 goals, so that's kind of the perspective they were coming from, which is understandable. They want to be able to get more goals when they get as many chances as they had. But Buffalo's D, who typically doesn't play that well, actually played half decent yesterday. Their goalie, Lehner, actually played better than usual. And, of course, we had a bad start to the game where we turned the puck over and Ryan O'Reilly put it into a wide open net. And if this was in the losing streak, the reason I think we didn't play too bad, and obviously we didn't play fantastic if the players didn't think we played fantastic, but the reason I think we played a good game is because on the losing streak, if that happened, we would have lost. That would have been probably a loss right then and there because of the mindset we had where we just went into a shell once bad plays like that happened. But as soon as Ryan O'Reilly got that goal, we responded with some good offensive plays that eventually led to Travis Sanheim scoring his first NHL goal. And then, of course, we had, in the second period, the nice play in the offensive zone where we kept the puck in. Voracek passed a perfect pass to Vitaly Filppula, and Filppula buried it in the top corner of the net. So overall, the Flyers obviously could have scored more on their chances like they hinted at in postgame, and they could have played, according to themselves as well, tighter D for those about 4 to 5 minute periods of the second and third period where they said they went into a lull on defense where they were kind of back on their heels but were able to block shots and play decent enough D that even though they were conservative, they didn't allow the extra goal. And then Elliott came up and made pretty solid saves on sliding across the net and getting it done. 3 stars are number 1, Sanheim, number 2, O'Reilly of the Sabres, and number 3, Brian Elliott. In the third, I can see why the Flyers said they got outplayed a little bit because that's the only period that the Sabres had more shots. Granted, it was only 1, but they were saying in the third period they didn't like how much they let Buffalo stay in the Flyers zone and get offensive chances. But Brian Elliott came up big again. But this was a game that definitely was a good sign for the Flyers because they were able to win those tough games that if you want to be a playoff team, like they said on post-game, you have to win these games where you don't play to the abilities that you think you can play in or play at, but you still win the game and you still play an overall pretty good game, but not what you consider your best game. So that's a good sign for a young team that has the veterans taking the lead right now and then the young guys following to win a game like this. I think it's a very good sign. And then tomorrow at 7 o'clock, the Flyers will play the 18-13-1 Dallas Stars, and we would be 13-11-7 going into that game. The Stars have a game tonight, so they would be on a back-to-back. We would be on a rest day, so that should help us. This has been a reaction video to the Flyers' 5th straight win. Way to go, Flyers. Let's get 6 tomorrow and beat those Dallas Stars. Have a great day, everyone. Have a good Friday. This is Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Borick. Peace out.